That's a great question. So I don't know the time of the call, but we can easily pull that up on the computer. But we did respond to an exterior fire here. When the officer got on scene, he decided to call a second alarm just due to the potential. So we got 55 to 60 firefighters here. We quickly put out the fire. The buildings nearby were evacuated for safety, and there's no report of any injuries or any other kind of hazards.
This was a recycling?
This is a recycling plant, and 100% of the fire was exterior.
So exterior.
Correct.
What kind of materials do they have inside the recycling plant?
You know, I've never been to this one personally, so I would just assume just any regular type of recycling things. A couple of things I did see when I got a little closer was vehicles. So.
What is the difficulty in an exterior fire like this? You have a lot of material.
Oh, well, access is always going to be, you know, an issue. We did a very good job finding the correct fire hydrants. Very good job with communication and planning and getting all the proper resources in the right areas. And we also did a very good job getting the buildings that were nearby evacuated.
I saw SWAT on the bike trail. You said arson is in now.
Arson is doing an investigation right now. Sometimes these are a lengthy process, so once we get that information, we'll get the information out.
What are the steps arson goes through in a situation like this?
Well, I'm gonna assume, I've never worked in arson, okay, but I'm gonna assume that they're gonna do their interview process, and they're also gonna do all the steps with their training to figure out the cause of origin and all that.
What are some of the challenges associated in an industrial area like this in fighting fire?
Industrial areas, you know, you have just the large areas of space that you have to be aware of and cognizant of. But like I said, this was an exterior fire, so it's a little different than fighting an interior fire where you have to use taglines and stuff like that to make sure you don't get lost.
I'm sure arson is always you always look at it to start and rule it out, I suppose.
I'm sorry, say that again?
You always start looking at arson, then you rule it out from there, or when you look for a cause? Or?
No. I mean, we like to think that the best in people will always present themselves. So there's no blame when doing an arson investigation. There's always, you know, fair.
I see all these workers.
Mm-hmm.
This is a plant next door.
Yeah, so I don't know them personally, but I do know that as a precaution, we did evacuate all the areas because, you know, we wanted to limit exposure potential and hazards for people. So we just went preemptive with that and made it, you know, an evacuation.
Officers on the north side told me about potential pneumonia.
That you're the first I've heard of that.
First of that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What else do you know that I'm not asking?
I've given you everything that I have, you know, and as our job as you know, public information, we're going to present you guys what we have, you know, so.
I think that's all I've got.
Okay.
For now, it's pretty early on. When you expect you might know something more? Is that
well, right now they're putting out the hot spots,
yep,
you know, so that's the areas of where the fire is out, but, you know, the heat might still be there a little bit, so we're just taking care of that, making sure we don't get any kind of rekindles or anything. And, you know, other than that, it's just preserving the incident and, you know, protecting property at this point because there's no life hazards. So.
all right. That's all I've got.
Okay, thank you.